Good morning, good morning. Ladies, I've been notified, so hopefully you guys are getting notification too that I'm on. So I'm going to hang out here for a minute to see who joins me. Hello, hello. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's about 2 after, and it's Thursday, and Thursday's our normal stamping day. So if you're on, let me know. Just put a comment in, and yep. Put a comment in the comment. Let me know you're watching me. Let me make sure I'm on all my platforms. Looks like I am. Let me scroll here and see what's happening. Yep, looks like everything's good. Hopefully nobody's forgot me, but okay, that's good. I know you guys are having trouble with the notification thing. I'm not sure why Facebook isn't moving it, but I know Pat did send me detailed instructions, so I will be posting those later this morning so that you guys can remember. But normally, unless I have an appointment or something family going on, I am on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 10. And so let's get started. Yesterday I have a few housekeeping items. Yesterday I did show you this class, the Prairie Grass Blending class. It's a pop-up class. It's only going to be open until Monday. I'm going to open it for a few days because a lot of the items are actually on the discontinued list. Last chance list, so I wanted to get this in, as well as the stamp set is. So here are the projects, and I kept it at a lower price point. I did not include the brushes in this, but you can always do them as an add-on, or you can, if you don't have any, you can purchase them yourself, or you can always purchase them through me so you can get your customer rewards. So here we go. These are the 3 that you'll be getting. You'll be getting a half a pack of the DSP and a pack of the neutral matte dots. That is the Prairie Grass class. Okay, free shipping is still going on until tomorrow. I did post a free shipping game, so go ahead and play that. I thought that would be a fun thing to do. Like what do you always forget to order, or what are you running out of before you realize you haven't ordered? So play with that. Classes in the studio are going to be on the 29th at 10 and 6. I want to have sort of like an after Christmas party. So I'll be posting instructions about that. It'll be the stack. Good morning, Sue. It'll be the Stamp-A-Stack and the Just Cards class at 10 and 6 on the 29th. Bring your leftover Christmas cookies to share, and I have like a round or 2 of bingo I've planned for us to play. So it'll be a fun event, and pick up your new catalogs. So it will be a great time to get together right after Christmas. Okay, so today's projects I am sharing with you. This one, hi Ethel. I guess you guys are getting notified late. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit discouraged with Facebook. I am on YouTube as well. I streamed Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But I decided I didn't quite know what to do today, and I was like struggling with my classes this month because I don't want to introduce anything too new, but yet I wanted to have some fun stuff. So I am thinking for my Stamp-A-Stack this month, we are going to use the Gallery Blooms. Maybe not this particular card, but I really didn't play with that much. I know I played with it in June for my retreat to go, and that's about it. So today I'm using the Gallery Blooms for this project. So let's go ahead and get started. The base of this is Mossy Meadow, 5.5 by 8.5. The next piece is Cloud Cover, and I ran it through the Damask folder that goes with that whole suite. So that'll be the next piece. And I'm having trouble with this paint, with this seal roller. I don't know, the refill. Okay, and this is Mossy Meadow on cloud cover. Then I took a piece of the DSP and I cut it at 2 3/4 by 4. And we're going to stamp on this one. And I thought I'm going to use the prairie grass set. So I'm inking it up in Mossy Meadow. And we're just going to do these tall grasses here. And I'm going to add the greeting. This one's pretty quick and easy. This was sending the healing power of love. And there we go. And then we'll just layer it onto the card. Onto a piece of Mossy Meadow, I'm sorry. And then I'll just layer it on the card. This roller just wants to catch that paper for some reason. All right, we're gonna layer it here. And I'm gonna use the gems that comes with that. And these are the pressed flowered motifs. So we're gonna use that. I'm gonna move that down a little bit. There we go. So there, that is the first one. Pretty quick and easy. Pretty basic, simple beginner stamping. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the next one. Once again, I'm using the Gallery Blooms DSP. The base of this one is Mossy Meadow, again. And how I did this one was, let me move this around here. I used the texture note dies on a piece of the DSP, and I just layered them. I'll show you here. I'll just layer them like this, and ran that through the folder. So sort of cutting out a frame and a focal point. All right, so when I did that, then this is what I got. I'm going to layer each of these piece of DSP onto a piece of cloud cover. This could be a little tricky because I only had a little bit of space to work with, or else it would have been the same size as a card front, and I wanted to have the layering effect. So this is only like 1/16 of an inch. Now that looks good. There we go. Just to give it just a little bit of a color there. So we're going to go ahead and layer that onto the card. Okay, now I have these two pieces and I'm going to layer these together. This was the center that I cut out of the paper. Maybe everybody's out and about. It is freezing. 12 degrees it feels like. That's what it said this morning. So I'm not going out. Okay. I'm going to pop that up there. And then I have just a strip of the Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to cut an angle at each end. And then I'm going to add, let me stamp on this first. I have the Thinking of You, and this Thinking of You is from the set called The Right Words. And it just fits. So then I'm going to layer this onto this Mossy Meadow strip. I got a little bit of ink on that one to try to cover it a little bit. There we go. We're going to pop it up. Like that. And then I'm going to bring in these gems again and add a couple to the card. There we go. So there's two pretty quick and easy cards. The DSP does most of the work for you today. So there we go. Using the Gallery Blooms from the annual catalog. All right, guys, I think that that's all I have for this Thursday morning. That was short, quick, and sweet. Remember, my Prairie Grass class is open until Monday. So you get a half a pack of the DSP, you get a PDF, you get your card kit, and the gems. Yeah, so, all right, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. It is really blustery and cold out there. All right, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week. I'll be back on Tuesday. Talk to you soon.